We're here with Rick Lewis, advisor for the MTSU Esports Club at Middle Tennessee State University. Rick, thank you so much for being here and
Of
for adding
course.
value to international students. Thanks.
Yes. Yes, it's exciting. We're trying to grow the esports footprint here at MTSU, and a lot of exciting opportunities ahead.
That's great. And can you explain like your journey? How did you get to be like an advisor for the esports program?
I the club was formed in 2017, and the original advisor, when it sort of was formed, had to left for a different institution, and then some of the students asked me to take over as the club advisor. So it took a little while to get up to speed with all of the esports stuff. My background is in animation, so it's related to gaming, and I teach courses in animation and 3D and things like that. So having the knowledge of where students could go right into gaming industries as well. So but I was surprised in sort of the history of esports and like the growing multimedia sort of facets and all the curricular opportunities that we can build from that, but also allowing our students to have a place on campus to compete together in the same space, because prior to that we didn't really have sort of facilities. Now we have an esports gaming lab for students to compete in, and there's plans for an actual competition space to have real attendance for people to view the competitions, have other schools come in and compete sort of head to head. So a lot of great sort of options that way. And it's during the pandemic, I think a lot of the students found that the club was a way to still connect with each other and have that camaraderie and social aspects to it. But also since then it's still a growing sort of club. We have 1,000 members on our Discord, and students will have gaming nights and events throughout the semester, as well as we have our competitive teams that compete against other schools, go to bigger LAN events as well. So it's a lot of possibilities that way.
And having all the members and the structure you have, what are your objectives? Would you want to potentially be considered part of the athletic department? Would you still want to be a club, and why?
Well, we have a unique opportunity here at MTSU because the animation program, as well as many other programs, are housed in the College of Media and Entertainment. And it's one of the only colleges of media and entertainment in the world. So, we've been growing our esports, in the college. So outside of the Department of Athletics, as an option for not only, to compete in the varsity team under the College of Media and Entertainment, but also to study, to understand how to stream and game and things like that. Like there's a lot of opportunities, right? Because gaming is entertainment. It's also can be media, all of those possibilities. So rather than being in the athletics, the goal is to keep it within the College of Media and Entertainment, even if we go to sort of a varsity level at that point.
That's right. And within the media entertainment department, would you consider in the near future, or if you still already have it, like incorporating esports in the academic scene, like for example, as a certificate or as a part of a class in communication or yeah.
Yeah, there have been already sort of classes, on geography of gaming and like
Mhm.
different areas, but we're looking at having classes on streaming and possibilities for a degree or a minor or something like that, where we're having meetings and talks about how we can develop curriculum in that way.
That's right. And how does a day to day of a student look like with the commitments between the club and the classes? How does that look like the schedule?
It's for those that are involved, as the president and they have a little bit more commitment. For your average student, it's something
Mhm.
that they can go to the gaming lab in between classes and enjoy some games, just sort of relax a bit. Or for a competitor, right, then we have tryouts for teams at the beginning of the semester, and then they'll be sort of committed to practices and scrimmages at least once a week, and then actually competing, right. We've been competing in the NECC sort of division for our school, and having those set nights based off of the different titles. So it's really up to the student how committed and involved they want to be, right? Rather they want to be more sort of social and minimal, or if they want to be sort of serious and competitive, right?
Okay. And within the club, do you have like a varsity team and a club team, or it's mainly a club team? How does it structure?
Right now, they're all club teams. We're sort of changing the structure to allow sort of AB teams and things like that, or have some flexibility to have substitutes and options that way. But having sort of there'll also be sort of weeklies or game nights, right, for the less competitive, but having the different titles, right, and some titles are more serious and compete at a higher level than some of the other titles as well. So
Mhm. What are the positions that you offer for like those non-competitive students? Like you mentioned before, like in the streaming, but what are the other areas that you have open positions for the students? And are they volunteer or paid positions? How does that work?
right now, like as part of the club, they're all volunteer sort of positions in the club itself. So social media and art direction, treasure, secretary, things like that. In the community events manager, right? So something for more of the social aspect. So those are sort of the officers and the executive council of the club, sort of deciding sort of the direction for things to go, what sort of events they want to have. As a student run organization, I'm just sort of an advisor. The students come up with and plan all of the events and what they want to see happen in the club. So it's not sort of a top down university driven piece. Although for as far as like streaming and options, as part of the media and entertainment, there are sort of paid uh, jobs in actually shooting football and basketball games. We have a great live production program that actually does a lot of those things. Students will actually go out and shoot ESPN three sort of games, and there's been talk of like how can we incorporate esports into that and have that be a part of sort of the live production events as well.
That's great. And a question that just appeared in my head that we also sometimes have this barrier, like How are like in your community in your community? Do you also like involve parents, and also how do you talk to parents to make them see the value that the students have in developing skills that they're passionate about? Like,
Yeah,
what
w-
is
it's in my experience, it's mostly been sort of on tours and sort of talking with parents as sort of incoming students, and just understanding that there are jobs in the gaming and esports industry. You know, coaching is a serious thing that students can do, but also like creating media, being content creators, those are things that can be valuable skills to learn, rather you're working in uh, esports or for any number of multi companies, even sort of a lot of uh, international companies need all of this branding, streaming, aspects to their field.
that's right. And when you advise the club, and to all the members, like, what are the let's call them the transferable skills that you're looking students to develop, so for when they graduate and go into the workforce? What are the top ones that you're most
Well,
concerned?
working as a team, communication, right? I think that's something that esports really, a lot of traditional sports, it's hard to sort of communicate while you're playing, but for esports, it's something where you're on mics and comms, and you can be sort of communicating and understanding those sort of skills, teamwork, all of those collaborative sort of aspects to gaming, the social connections that you make, all of that carries over into the workforce no matter what you do.
Yeah, that's great. And what we see is the ratio of the students that are interested in maybe going to the esports industry or entertainment industry one way or another, and those students that just want to build the portfolio and then just go to the workforce in their major. What approx?
I would say, it from my experience, like I deal a lot with the media and entertainment, but I don't think that, on in the esports club itself, I think that it's maybe 25 to 40%. Like it's not that big of a percentage. Whereas, there's computer science majors, there's biology majors, that are joining the club because they enjoy gaming in that sort of social aspects, and it can be beneficial for all of them essentially. So I think those that want to get into media and entertainment have a particular great sort of goals that way, but for any major, I think, and students coming in, they've been playing these games and understand sort of that, uh much more so than when we were in college. Right,
Mhm.
like
Yeah, that's true for sure. And your objectives for this coming year, what would they be as an advisor? What do you advise the club? Like, what do you focus on?
right now we're focused on still growing and getting more competitive, like having sort of paying some coaches to for our teams, and keeping the teams on track, and just sort of pushing to that next level on the competition side. Social side, like it's just been really sort of growing awareness of the new facilities that we have, and planning, to grow more in the future, working on the curriculum, as I mentioned before. So there's a lot of options and things that we're directions that we're pushing.
That's great. And let's say here in 3 to 5 years, like not that because you're under the media arts department, would you want to focus more on the skill development more in like the other side of competition, or would you want to focus on both competition and the non-competitive positions that a program has? Like, what is your focus on these programs that maybe would separate you from the other esports programs or make you different from the other esports programs?
Right, right. Well, I think that our curricular opportunities, as a part of the College of Media and Entertainment, really can set us apart. Like the
Mhm.
options to sort of not only enjoy, competing or learning, but also getting a degree and understanding how you can create content and hit target audiences and things like that, in the media and entertainment realm, is really where we can sort of shine.
That's great. Rick, thank you so much for your time. And just to wrap it up, where can students find your club on social
So
media?
So we have if you look up MTSU Esports, we have a link tree that'll take you to our Discord and Twitter and Facebook, all of the social media platforms, Twitch, right, for streaming, and we're that's a great opportunity for broadcasts and things like that as well. So
Great, Rick. Well, thank you for your time, and for sure we'll stay in touch. And thanks for adding this valuable information for the students.
thank you.